Get after it, MP.
Forward, 6'11", number 2, Danny Wolf. Forward, 6'11", number 20.
Well, we got just a few games, Tim, in the books. Is it too early to come to major conclusions with what we've seen so far?
Well, Kevin, I know off of these early results, we want to go ahead and jump to later in the year. And that's the nature of the job. People want to know, and they want us to evaluate and predict, but an awful lot is going to change in this league for all of these teams over the next several months.
Can't wait to watch it. And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And MP talked a big game, but boy, has he backed it up. He's absolutely hit the ground running and has been showing up his fellow rookies to this point.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Andre Drummond is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And the Nets with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Maxey, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Beyond the arc, that one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, it's big for Tyrese Maxey's confidence when he's connecting from that deep because he is a volume shooter from the three-point line.
Here is Davis. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Kicks it out to Maxey. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team. Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense.
That's the Demon. Now Porter. MP outside. That 3 off the mark. So for Philadelphia, their last game, a win against the Celtics. Greg, we know something every scout liked about DJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you so much. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough. So you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And they pick up 2.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. In the corner, it's Watford. Traps in the tray.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Now here's Porter. Oh, good with the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that one's good. Maxey.
Edgecombe.
There's a minute left to play here in the first. The kick out to Porter. Back to Davis. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Davis has got 10 points.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Got that one up quick.
The rookie providing the answer. All right, BJ.
And so MV will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 5. Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
To the middle. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Edgecombe. He's got 9.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Wolf with the drive. And yes, it's good.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
From Team Maxey, the rebound by the Nets. The 3 from Davis. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. 76ers lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to MP. This one for 3. MP nails the triple.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
Outside, Maxey. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Pass to MP. Here's Wolf. 9 points last game out. It's Porter outside. Payne grabs the board. Outside Maxey. And it's Payne in the corner. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brooklyn leading by 4. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Pass to Watford. Odd pass to Oubre. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Brooklyn.
MP outside. Takes a 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Payne, started by Davis. Pass to Barlow. Back to Maxey. Here's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Tipped away and stolen by Payne. For 3, Oubre. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Now here's Porter. His last outing with 20 points. Pass to Wolf. Back to MP. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sharp comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Demon subbed in for Traoré. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Drummond. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And that one falls for Davis. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
And finds Watford. Now Drummond. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 2 on the clock. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Maxey's showing you a tremendous amount of fight to get that one to go.
Now, here's MP. Tight defense on him. Wolf passes to Davis. Sinks the triple. MP's got 27 points.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Oubre. From deep three-point land, and that one released in time, but no good. MP has been leading the charge for the Nets. Another excellent quarter for him, especially from long range. He's buried a total of 7 three-pointers in the game, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome to halftime. First, let's take a look at the injuries this team has been dealing with.
The Sixers getting bit by the injury bug. With Paul George out, the team suffers on both ends of the court. He's an elite wing defender who can get to the bucket from anywhere against anyone. Tough injury for this team to deal with.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're clicking from outside, hard cups to the ball, and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of look.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come.
Unbelievable move by MP.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Porter kicks to MP. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The 76ers trail by 10 for 3. Oubre. Good on the triple. Oubre's got 10.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Demon missing.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
To the paint. Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by Sharp.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To the inside. Here's Wolf. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Wolf got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. The kick out to Porter. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feet. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Arlo's checked in. The 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Edgecombe. Driving inside. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
So fast and powerful. Edgecombe's drive, so explosive.
Here's Davis. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Watford inside. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. From deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Drummond. And the rejection by MP.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Demon. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
The 76ers trail by 15. Oubre finds Watford. Takes the 13-footer. Edgecombe, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Davis, the pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Down low, here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Here's MP. Barlow grabs the rebound. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. For Philadelphia, Oubre comes in for it. Trendon Watford's checked in for Philadelphia.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers.
So on the floor for Philadelphia. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Watford out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. The 76ers with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Davis, he's off from three. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Outside, Maxey. And the three misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Demon. Now Porter. And there's the three.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
The 76ers trail by 17. Into the lane. Here's Maxey. From outside. No good.
Sometimes effort is more important than size. His rebounding numbers tonight are proof of that.
MP connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly.
Great game tonight, Andy, but you had to overcome a hot start from your first-year counterpart.
60. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, we were really fortunate.
Back to you, Kevin.
See you at the next sporting event.
All right, Dominic, thanks. And that's going to...